welcome to my garden. It's been a little while since I've done gardening video again, but I'm really excited to get back and get connected again and show everything that's going on. I'm going to actually plant some dahlias today, and I thought maybe I would take you along with me to take a look at what's going on in this bed, and then I'm going to plant some dahlias. Also, I'm going to plant some two hydrangeas today, but you know, everything is looking really good despite the summer and the bugs and everything that, you know, affects the garden. Oops. And you know, everything is still looking really good. I think I'm starting to get over the whole infestation of the aphids and also the spider mites. So garden is starting to come together. Some things are still a bit damaged from the spider mites, but they're starting to come around and starting to heal and starting to rebloom again, which is really nice. And we still haven't really hit the 100 in our area. So we haven't hit the 100 yet, right, George? We haven't hit the 100 yet. And so we have been still, you know, we had few 90s. Maybe the highest has been 95, but overall has been really, really good weather here. And we had some rain this season, which is, you know, continuously, which is nice. It wasn't so much like in the beginning of the time, but it has, you know, had brought us some moisture. And so yeah, everything is going good. But anyway, George and I went to the garden center the other day, and I just, you know, haven't been there in a while, and I wanted to kind of go there and walk through and see what they have. Our garden center here in Castres are really, really nice garden center, and love going there. Anyway, we went there and we found dahlias, and you know, I had no intention of planting dahlias yet, for this season anyway, but you know what, it was 50% off, and honestly each one was €1, and so you know, why not? And I decided, you know what, I'm going to get, and some of them were in pretty bad shape because clearly, you know, it's way past dahlia season and they've been sitting there for a while, but I checked them really well before I bought them, and I bought only the ones that I saw there is a growth on it in a bag. And so I think, you know, kind of like this one here, I don't know if you can see, but here it shows that there is it's alive, and there is some already growth on it. There is some of them that already have, you know, they're showing new growth, and some of them are big, like this one. Let me show you. This one is already, look, it's growing. Oops. Look at the growth in a bag. So I'm excited to plant them, and I'm going to plant some really warm colors today because I'm so attracted to the lighter colors because they're so delicate and so beautiful, and for some reason, you know, I'm so drawn to them. So all my plants are, you know, softer color. I do have some dark ones, but not so many. And so I decided, you know, I really need to add darker colors because I've been enjoying this. Look at this, David Austin, Lady of Megan. I planted this rose this last winter, and I purchased this as bare root plant. This one is that Asiatic bee, so I'm not going around because that stings and that will sting me very, very bad. So anyway, maybe we should come around this way, sweetie, so you can see the flowers. Well, I hope I don't get bitten anyway, but look at the flowers. This has already been here for a while, but they are really beautiful and they're quite large. And so and I really like to see a bit of a darker colors in the bed because they just have such a great colors. So I'm going to add more. And then it was one of those things that we did. George took a drone shots of the garden, and he did mention that this bed here is not as full as it should be. There are lots of things growing here, but a lot of them are still very small and they still need to mature. So I'm hesitant to go ahead and crowd it so much that, you know, then I just have to edit. But I decided, you know, dahlias, they come back every year, and if I need to, I can always move them to another spot. Anyway, let's just take a look at what I have here. So this one called Purple Haze, and this has this gorgeous beautiful colors. It's almost like two-tone, a red and dark raspberry or fuchsia mix. It looks really different and interesting, so I decided to plant that. I have a couple of these that I found that were in a good shape, and then this one was very interesting to me as well, and the name is Antibes. I hope I am saying that correctly, but this one also has really nice, interesting tones, which is very, very attractive to me. And I have another one that is, this one is a bit of a larger dahlia, and it's going to be about 100 centimeters tall, which is about a meter, and this one called a Grand Finale. So this one I think might be, I mean, I don't think this is a cactus dahlia, but I think it's just one decorative dahlia, and it's going to look really pretty. I love the colors. So these other two are the same as the other ones, which I probably will group them together. Yeah, very exciting. And also, I wanted to say that I was, thank you for many of you guys who sent messages about the dahlias in the beginning of the time when I was planting, and you said that I need to go ahead and pinch them. Well, I was so hesitant to pinch them because I don't know why. It's just this hang up that I have because they're sprouting, they're so happy, I'm excited, and then I just don't want to pinch them. But I went ahead and pinched some of them because I wanted to try to see how they will do, and it was phenomenal. It did prolong the growing time because it kind of started growing a little later because it took time for them to recoup again and to regroup and regrow. But they did well. They got really robust and doing so good. And some of the tall ones, as you guys said, I need to pinch them, which one I didn't do it because I was just experimenting to see how it's all going to do. But anyway, it turned out really, really nice. So going forward, I have to pinch all my dahlias, and hopefully, we just learn and grow and experiment and try. And anyway, I'm really excited about that. So next thing what we are going to do, I'm going to place them in a shade because I don't want sun on them until I'm ready to plant. Next thing I wanted to show you is the hydrangeas that I'm going to plant. So now these hydrangeas that I bought them in the beginning of, I think, last May. I repotted them in a container because what I had in mind is maybe planting them up by the pergola, which in my design that I'm envisioning in my mind, that what I want to see there. I still want to purchase 2 more containers to go, and I'll show you when we go up there where they need to go. And these 2 hydrangeas were supposed to go 1 in each pot. The reason why I wanted these hydrangeas were because they're called French Bolero, and you're familiar with Runaway Bride, which is a white hydrangea. I think this is a big leaf hydrangea. I have a bit of a trailing habit to them, and this one is not white. This one can be pink or blue, however. So, but they have a trailing habit, and you can see they produce stems all around the shoots, and then they have flowers kind of from all over, from the start of the stem all the way to the end. So this is a very interesting hydrangea to me. And again, I might still put them in the containers. I'm not sure, because I thought it would be really pretty to see trailing kind of down from the containers. But then I was discouraged planting in the containers is because in the summertime you can see that they're finished already. And the summertime, it's always nice to have a color in the containers, and that's where I take most of my enjoyment, is all these annuals that continuously producing this beautiful color in the garden. And so I decided maybe I will plant them into the landscape and see what they will do. But the containers I probably will reserve for the annual planting because I just love the summer color. And so anyway, so let's go up by the pergola. We'll take this, and we need to find spot for these 2 hydrangeas. We'll place them there. we'll come back. I'll get the dahlias planted, and then we'll go back and plant those 2 hydrangeas. So the garden is not looking bad at all. You can see, oh look, I just wanted to show you. This is Princess Crown Margarita. This is my first bloom. I planted this bare root just this season, literally, and it is beautiful, and it has really nice scent. I love it. It's beautiful, and I'm really excited. So I'm really excited to climb up on this trellis here. So yeah, hydrangeas are pretty much finished. I haven't deadheaded them just because they still look really nice. They have a lime color, but they're still looking really good. This palm tree I'm going to remove because I think it's way too big. A long time ago, I don't know, probably about 5 years ago or so, I bought this two of these palm trees, and for a container, and then after they couldn't stay in a container, I decided, let me just plant them in a landscape and see how they're going to do. And they did really well, but at the garden center they told me that they are not winter hardy, so I was hesitant, but I decided, I really don't have place inside to save them. So and they got really big. So but our friends in Albany, they are building a new home, and she wanted palm tree, and so it was perfect. So next, I think they are traveling at the moment, but as soon as they come back, they're going to come back. We are to come here. We are going to dig this out, and they're going to take them and plant them in their new garden. So this is going to have a new home, and then you will see here me probably planting just the dwarf Japanese maple for the color. Okay, so anyway, we are here at the pergola area, and it is so nice here. Like, I am finally seeing how everything is coming together. And so I think they will look really, really beautiful in this area because they also don't like a lot of sun, so they can take a morning sun but not the afternoon sun, and I think the filtered light here should be just perfect for them. So I'm thinking this one I could probably plant right in this corner, and they're not supposed to get very big. I think they are going to be about 1 meter tall and maybe 1 meter around. So I think they'll be really, really nice here. This is David Austin rose. I planted here, and you can see my hose. Usually I just hang them right here, which is just a perfect spot for me. And now I can't do that because of this rose. And I don't know why I planted here. I should have planted a little farther out. It's still doing really good. It's had several blooms. I just trimmed it down. But I think I'm going to move this because I have a really nice spot where it has a little more sun, and that's where I'm going to plant. This is a David Austin rose, Thomas A. Bucket, and it has the most beautiful blooms. I absolutely adore this rose bush, I think, and I just purchased another one because I absolutely love them. There was a rose that I ordered this last spring. It should have been David Austin rose, but it was mislabeled, something that I didn't really like when it bloomed. So I gave that to a friend who also loves gardening, and I'm going to plant the new one that I ordered, a new Thomas, into the same spot, and it has a nice sunny spot. And then this one, I have another one just a little farther out from the first one, which I think it will be really pretty. So this one has to be moved soon. And anyway, let's get back to hydrangeas. Hydrangeas, I think this one here in this corner probably will be really nice. I have a couple of hellebores here. If worst comes to worst, I will go ahead and move them. Not now, but probably in the winter time when it's not so dry. So I'll go ahead and move them in the winter time. But this one should be nice in this corner here. And then this one I was hoping to plant here, and I'm not sure if this will get too much sun. I have a hydrangea paniculata tree hydrangea. This is a strawberry vanilla. They struggled quite a bit, and I think, like, touching it, I feel spider mites a little bit. So I feel the webs still in some places. But anyway, it struggled a bit, and I think due to spider mites, but it's going to do well. I think going forward it will do continuously to do will do well. So I think hopefully that will shade over this hydrangea and protect it from the sun, which I'm hoping that this might be really beautiful if I can plant them right here. It's a perfect spot for it, I think. One right here. So anyway, I think this is going to be the 2 hydrangeas. I could have planted this one here as well, but I think this is perfect. Okay, so now let's go ahead and plant our dahlias. We can go this way so you can see the garden. Garden is looking pretty good, and you can see, oh, look at the Japanese maples. It's so beautiful. The colors are amazing, just in a distance with their beautiful shape. They're so amazing. I just love Japanese maple. I just planted, we planted the Gesha Gone Wild right there, and I think I might need to move that a little farther back. I think I'm too close to the rows. As I was watering this morning, I was looking at it. I think I need to move it a little farther back, but it's just looks so beautiful. And the heucheras are, looking really pretty. This red dinosaur heucheras with the sun shining on them with the beautiful red. I might need to continue with the red on the edges. I was looking with my mom yesterday, and we decided, it would be really pretty to just kind of continue with the red. So yeah, it's just so much fun. Gardening is so much fun and beautiful. Roses are doing okay. Some of them lost quite a bit of the leaves. You can see mostly inside because that's where the spider mites were. So every time when you think you need to monitor your roses, always remember to look inside, because a lot of times they're not here. They're mostly tucked inside of the rose bush, and that's where they are. Like these ones did pretty bad, got really pretty bad, but they're bouncing back. You can see it's after spraying and getting rid of them. They're still there. They keep coming back, so I check them all the time, but you can see they're starting to sprout back again and look nice. So hopefully they will bounce back. But that's what happens in the garden. That's what we deal with. But we love gardening. Some dahlias are doing really pretty. This rose bush also got hit really bad with the spider mites, but you can see it's bouncing back now. It has several blooms, looking really nice. So not too bad. They're so resistant. And I have this one hydrangea, not hydrangea, hybrid tea rose, and I love this one. Last time when I did video, some of the colors were already fading away, so this one is just coming up. Look how pretty this one is. It has such a vibrant, beautiful colors. I love the bicolor. So I have some dahlias blooming here. This one is a coffee ole, I think rose maybe, not sure, or a twist. It's really pretty. And hydrangeas, cannas are doing really nice. I also wanted to show you my mandavillas. Mandavillas are looking really beautiful. And these dahlias, I'm not sure which one this was, but I know this one was the Penhill watermelon, I think. I'm really excited about this one. This one I didn't pinch, and you see how long and yeah, it got really tall and whimsy a little bit because I didn't pinch this one. And next time I will definitely go ahead and pinch. But as soon as this blooms, I might just cut back and take him home, and hopefully that will help it to kind of spread out and get a little more robust. I'm excited about this one. And so, and then here the mandavillas that we planted, it's looking really good. They're starting to fill in. And George and I were looking at this yesterday, and we thought, it's looking really nice. They have lots of blooms on them. And I think they actually really like this area because it is filtered sun. They're not in a harsh sun all day. They're still in a cool, but they're looking really pretty. They have lots of blooms, and they're filling in around this container. This sculptures looking really pretty. So yeah. And this climbing rose is also coming together again. This one got lots of fungicide during the rainy season. They had fungus, which really just damaged the plant pretty bad, and then it lost all its leaves. And now see. I need to spray this again. Of course, spider mites. After that, this is an Eden rose. But look how beautiful this Eden rose is. It's coming together. This one has, they're almost spent. This morning they had a lot more color when I was watering. You can see this one, how beautiful. Just love, love, love this rose. It's gorgeous. So, all right, well, let's go ahead and plant our dahlias. This one is also a beautiful dahlia, I think. We'll see. We'll see how this will do. They're still kind of coming around. So I have, let's see, two or three of this variety. I have three of this variety. So I'm thinking maybe I should group them. Maybe I could group them right here. This is a David Austin Rose Mondstadt wood, and I literally planted this last year as a bare root plant, and then I transplanted later, and it's coming together, doing acclimated, doing really good. So this will probably take over this area. So I might just plant them a little bit here. We'll do that. Okay, so I went ahead and planted all the dahlias here that I had in hand. I have a few more, which is for another project. Hopefully for that's the next video, because I'm expecting a few things to come for my next thing that I'm going to do. So I don't want to give that up yet. So I have a few in the house that I'm still reserving. And but I went ahead and planted 1 and 2. Those are the, oh, where is the, hang on. Okay, so these I had 2 of this variety. This is Antibes, which is really pretty, I think, and I planted 2, 1 here and 1 here. I transplanted catmint because I have a catmint here, Persian blue, and anyway that area was getting a little too wet for it anyway. Hopefully on the edge I planted a little higher than the planting level, so hopefully it will last, because everything I have in the garden, they all require water, and some of the plants that don't like too much water, it's just not very compatible. So anyway, and I have this one. This particular is a Grand Finale. I planted here. I planted in this area here, and then 3 of these other variety, which is Purple Haze. I grouped it together. I had 3, 1, 2, and 3 just in this area here. So I think they are going to be really pretty, especially for the cut flowers, because I really have been getting into this cut flower arrangements from the garden, which you guys have seen some of the pictures that George has been posting, and it's been so much fun. I think these colors will be really fun to make flower arrangements. So now let's go with me up by the pergola area, and we will go ahead and plant the hydrangeas there. also, since I'm planting this hydrangea at the moment, I'm going to mix in a soil the aluminum sulfate, which is supposed to make it blue. I haven't had great luck to it, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So you already can see that it's a pink or blue one, so it's not the white variety. It will change the color if the soil is acidic. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put some in a hole and mix in with some in the soil. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't know. It may not do anything, but we'll try. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so both of the hydrangeas are planted. They're looking good. I think they will be really nice here. Hopefully it will probably get a little bit higher and will trail around a little bit. So I think the light is perfect here because not a lot of sun. They're not sitting in sun the entire time, so they will get sun and some shade, so some protection. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's really nice to get outside and try to plant a few things. I can't really progress a lot with some of the projects that are going on yet, hopefully slowly, due to budget and the time at the moment, because I'm spending lots of time trying to water and maintain this large of a garden. But hopefully I will get that started soon, as soon as the weather starts cooling down, and hopefully we'll get some more rain. I don't have to spend a lot of time watering, so I can, start other projects. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much again for watching my videos. Thank you for all of your support to my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe again. It's so wonderful to hear from you. I'm reading all your messages and responding to all of them. It's great to stay connected. So have a wonderful day, week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.